The galaxy had many races, many empires, and many wars. But for a long time, humans tried to stay quiet. Earth was small compared to the ancient civilizations. The great alien empires laughed at them, called them newborns among the stars. Yet humans kept working. They built colonies, traded resources, and sent ambassadors to alien worlds. They wanted peace. They wanted friendship. Among the youngest travelers was a human girl named Anna. She was not a soldier, not a leader. She was only 17, the daughter of an ambassador. Her smile was bright, her voice full of hope. On an alien capital world, she walked among people of dozens of species, always curious, always kind. But one night changed everything. The market streets were full of light. Anna had gone with her father to meet alien officials. She laughed as she watched strange animals, glowing fruit and machines that floated in the air. But when her father went into a meeting, Anna wandered outside with 2 guards. That was when the shadows moved. A group of aliens stepped from the dark. Their armor was black, their eyes cold. They were members of a race known for cruelty. The Dravens. Everyone in the galaxy feared them, but no one dared to stop them. The guards shouted, but it was too late. The Dravens attacked. Their blades flashed, their weapons cracked. Anna cried out, but no help came. In moments, it was over. Anna lay on the ground, her blood staining the alien streets. The guards were dead beside her. The Dravens disappeared into the night, leaving silence behind. When her father returned, the meeting forgotten, he found the lifeless body of his daughter. He fell to his knees, his scream echoing through the alien city. The news spread fast. By morning, the story was across every star system. A human girl murdered on alien soil. The galaxy reacted with coldness. Some races said it was a tragedy, but did nothing. Others mocked humans. One alien senator laughed openly. Now the humans will learn they are weak. They do not belong among us. The killers, the Dravens, were not punished. The alien world refused to anger them. They said, "It is not our problem. This is the way of the galaxy." For the first time, the galaxy had shown its true face to Earth. On Earth, people wept. Cities fell silent when the news arrived. Anna's image was everywhere, her smiling face, her short life, her tragic death. Across the planet, anger rose like a fire. Mothers cried for her. Fathers clenched their fists. Soldiers whispered, if they could kill one innocent girl, then none of us are safe. At Anna's funeral, millions watched the broadcast. Her small coffin was covered in the Earth flag. Her father spoke with a broken voice. My daughter only wanted peace. But the galaxy gave her death. If they think we are weak, they are wrong. His words spread across every colony, every station, every ship. Humanity grieved, but grief slowly turned into fury. In secret rooms, leaders met. Generals stood with admirals, scientists with politicians. For years, Earth had hidden something. They had watched the galaxy, learned from it, and prepared. The galaxy thought humans were weak because they showed only small fleets, small colonies. But behind the silence, behind the shadows of space, Earth had built more, much more, a hidden power. Daniel Reeves, commander of Earth's defense, stood before the council. His face was carved with rage. They murdered one of our children, he said. The galaxy ignored it. They think humanity will kneel. He leaned forward, his voice hard as iron. They are wrong. We are not prey. We are not weak. If they want to see Earth's true face, then we will show it. The day will come when the galaxy remembers the price of killing even one human. Around him, the council members nodded. The decision was made. Humanity would rise, but the galaxy did not yet know. Alien empires continued with their games, their wars, their corruption. They mocked humans. They laughed at the girl's death. They did not see the storm. Building on Earth, they did not see the hidden fleets waiting in silence, and they did not know that Anna's blood would be the spark to set the galaxy on fire. Humanity was patient no longer. The day was coming when Earth would answer, and when it did, the galaxy would tremble. The days after Anna's death were heavy. Earth was silent but not weak. People mourned in every city, every colony. News screens showed her smile, her laugh, and the cold truth of her murder. On the streets, candles were lit. Children carried flowers to statues of explorers and pioneers, whispering prayers for Anna. Soldiers stood in quiet lines, their eyes burning with anger. The galaxy thought humanity would break, but grief did not break them. It forged them. In the United Earth Council chamber, leaders sat in darkness. The room was built deep underground, hidden from satellites and spies. No alien could hear what was said here. President Ilara Morgan, a woman with silver hair and steady eyes, looked at the others. "The galaxy mocks us," she said. "They believe we are weak. They laugh at the death of a child, but we cannot simply cry. We must prepare." Beside her, Admiral Daniel Reeves stood with his hands behind his back. "For too long we showed only a part of our strength," he said. "The colonies, the trade fleets, the small patrol ships, these were only the surface. But behind the surface we have more, much more." The council members leaned forward. Their voices were whispers. "The hidden fleet," one said. "Yes," Reeves replied. "The project we buried under shadows. The ships we built in secret. The weapons no one knows we hold. For decades, Earth has watched and learned. While aliens laughed, we prepared." The council debated. Some wanted caution. "If we reveal our fleet, the galaxy will unite against us," warned one senator. "They will fear us more than they already do." But Reeves shook his head. His voice was calm but sharp as steel. "They already kill our children without punishment. They already think we are weak. If we do nothing, more will die. The only way to survive is to make them fear us." President Morgan stood. Her voice was quiet but full of power. "Then let it be so. We grieved for Anna. Now we rise for her." The decision was made. Far from Earth, in hidden corners of the solar system, secret shipyards came alive. Beneath the ice of Europa, deep inside the shadows of Neptune's moons, and even in the hollowed asteroids of the belt, giant hangars opened, silent workers moved. Engines rumbled, and in the darkness massive warships awoke. Some were carriers larger than alien dreadnoughts. Some were destroyers shaped like blades of steel. Some were ships unlike anything the galaxy had seen, armed with weapons still unknown to alien science. The hidden fleet was no myth. It was real, and now it would rise. While the fleet prepared, ordinary humans carried grief in their hearts. On Earth's streets, people demanded justice. On colonies, men and women lined up to join the defense forces. Recruitment centers overflowed. One young miner on Mars shouted into a recorder, "They killed a child. If the galaxy thinks we will bow, let them come. We are ready." His words spread across networks, seen by millions. The fire of anger burned brighter. The galaxy, however, remained blind. Alien councils dismissed humans as emotional. The Dravans celebrated in shadows, proud of their act of cruelty. Other empires watched but did nothing. "Humans will cry and move on," one alien leader sneered. "They do not have the power to resist us," said another. But they were wrong. In the silence of deep space, ships were lining up. Commanders were plotting their first moves. Humanity was no longer waiting for mercy. One night, Admiral Reeves stood in a hangar beneath Europa's ice. Before him rested the flagship Resolute, a massive vessel hidden for 20 years. Its hull gleamed with black armor, its weapons silent but deadly. Reeves placed his hand on the steel. His eyes burned with memory of Anna's face. "They think they killed one girl," he whispered. "But what they killed was their own future peace." He turned to his officers. "Wake the fleet. Soon the galaxy will hear us." Back on Earth, President Morgan looked out across the ocean from her private office. Reporters begged for answers, but she gave none. The world still thought Earth was weak. She let them think it, because silence was a weapon, and when Earth finally spoke, it would roar like thunder. The murder of Anna was no longer just a tragedy. It was a symbol, a fire that could not be put out. The galaxy believed humanity would stay quiet. But inside every human heart, grief had become rage, and rage was turning into power. The day of reckoning was coming, the day when Earth's hidden fleet would rise. The galaxy continued as if nothing had happened. Trade routes were busy. Empires argued in their councils, and alien generals prepared for their own petty wars. They thought humans were quiet, They thought the death of one girl would fade like dust in the void. But far away, in the shadows of the solar system, the silence was breaking. On Europa, the ice moon of Jupiter, vast hangars opened for the first time in decades. Under miles of frozen crust, titanic doors slowly rose. From the black caves below, a giant warship emerged. Its hull was covered in dark plates that shimmered under artificial light. Rows of cannons, missile bays, and railguns lined its sides. It was called Resolute, the flagship of Earth's hidden fleet. One by one, more ships followed. Destroyers with sleek blade-like bodies, carriers carrying hundreds of strike craft, heavy cruisers armed with weapons no alien had ever seen. Engines roared, lights flickered, and the frozen moon shook as the fleet powered up. The silence of secrecy was ending. In the asteroid belt, more doors opened. Hollowed rock split apart, revealing hidden shipyards. Workers cheered as new battleships floated out, their armor shining black and silver. On Titan, Saturn's golden moon, hidden stations lit up with energy. Hundreds of drones swarmed the skies, forming living shields around the warships, and at Neptune's orbit, in the deep dark, a secret armada left the shadows. These were the ghost ships, prototypes built for one purpose only: war. Their cloaking systems bent light itself, making them nearly invisible. Together, these ships formed something no one in the galaxy had ever imagined. Humanity's true strength. Admiral Daniel Reeves stood on the command deck of Resolute. Around him, the bridge hummed with life, officers moving, screens flashing, data flowing. He looked out at the fleet gathering in the blackness of space. "For years we hid our fire," Reeves said. His voice was calm, but carried weight. "We let the galaxy mock us. We let them believe we were weak, but no more." His officers turned to him, eyes hard with determination. "They killed one of us," Reeves continued. "A child, and the galaxy did nothing. Now they will see what it means to awaken Earth's wrath." The officers saluted. "Fleet is ready, Admiral," one said. "Then let the galaxy hear us," Reeves replied. Back on Earth, the people did not yet see the full fleet, but whispers spread. Workers returning from secret stations spoke of giant warships hidden under ice and stone. Miners told tales of black cruisers larger than alien dreadnoughts. Hope replaced despair. Anger turned into pride. Humanity was no longer powerless. At Anna's grave, flowers kept arriving. But now, people no longer came with only tears. They came with promises. Soldiers knelt and swore to protect every human child. Parents whispered to their children, "Never again will they touch us." The galaxy had awoken something it could not control. Meanwhile, alien spies began to sense something. A few traders near the outer system reported strange ship movements. A Draven scout ship vanished near Neptune, destroyed by an unknown force. Rumors reached alien councils. "Humans are moving fleets," one senator said. "Impossible," another laughed. "Their ships are too small. They cannot challenge us." But whispers grew louder. Some alien admirals frowned as reports piled up. "If these rumors are true," one said quietly, "then humanity has been lying for decades." Still, most dismissed it. They believed humans were weak. They believed nothing was hidden. They were wrong. The hidden fleet was not just ships. It was weapons built in silence. On Mars, railguns the size of skyscrapers were mounted on stations, able to shoot projectiles faster than light weapons. On Earth's moon, missile silos opened, each warhead built to pierce alien shields. In secret labs, energy beams were tested that could cut through armor like paper. Human engineers had learned from every alien war they had watched. Every mistake of the galaxy had become Earth's lesson. Now those lessons had become weapons. Admiral Reeves received the final report. "All units ready," his officer said. The Admiral's eyes narrowed. "Good," he said, "because the galaxy will not stop mocking us. They must see our answer." The fleet began its first movement, engines burning as massive warships aligned into formation. In the darkness, thousands of ships moved as one. The hidden fleet had awakened. And somewhere, far beyond the stars, the Dravens, the murderers of Anna, would soon learn what it meant to provoke Earth. They thought they had silenced one human voice, but they had awakened the roar of billions. The galaxy never expected it. When the first human fleet appeared beyond the border of Draven space, alien sensors screamed in alarm. Thousands of ships moved together, dark giants of steel, their engines burning like white stars. The Resolute led at the front, its guns silent, its presence like a storm waiting to break. The Dravens laughed when the reports arrived. "Humans cannot fight us," their general said. "They send toys. We will burn them." But the laughter did not last long. At the edge of the Draven system, the hidden fleet stopped. Admiral Daniel Reeves stood on the command deck, looking at the enemy world. His voice echoed across every channel of the fleet. "They killed one of us," Reeves said. "They thought humanity was weak. Today, they will learn what it means to awaken Earth." With a single motion of his hand, the order was given. Fire. The darkness of space exploded. Railguns thundered, sending massive slugs faster than light's edge. Missiles screamed forward, splitting into dozens of warheads. Energy beams cut across the void, burning through enemy ships before their shields could rise. The first Draven fleet shattered in minutes. Their battleships broke apart under the weight of human fire. Their cruisers spun into pieces. Fighters barely launched before being torn apart by drones. The Draven screamed into their comms. "This is not possible. Their weapons, our shields cannot hold." But it was already too late. For the first time in galactic history, humans were not prey. They were the hunters. The Resolute moved forward, its guns unleashing storms of fire. Beside it, destroyers sliced through enemy lines like blades of light. Carriers released waves of strike craft, each fighter guided by human pilots burning with rage. Every human officer remembered Anna. Every soldier remembered her face. This was not just war. This was justice. On alien worlds across the galaxy, broadcasts lit up with shock. Images of Draven ships exploding, fleets burning, and human warships advancing spread like fire. Senators shouted in confusion. "Impossible! Humans had no such power. Where did they build this fleet? Who let this happen?" But there were no answers, only fear. The galaxy watched as the mighty Draven Empire, the predators of the stars, fell back, beaten by the species they once mocked. On Earth, people filled the streets, watching live feeds. Cheers erupted as enemy ships burned. Mothers lifted their children, pointing at the screens. "Look," one mother whispered to her son. "This is for Anna. This is for every one of us." The child's eyes shone with pride. Humanity was no longer the weak race. They were strong, stronger than anyone had imagined. The Dravens tried to regroup. A second wave of their fleet jumped in, larger than the first. But humanity was ready. Admiral Reeves gave the command. "Engage Ghost Squadron." From the blackness of space, invisible ships appeared, Earth's cloaked war machines. They struck from the shadows, unleashing fire where no enemy could see them coming. Draven ships panicked. "They are everywhere. We cannot see them." The second wave broke just like the first. Within hours, the Draven stronghold world was in sight. Giant fortresses orbited the planet, armed with weapons that had crushed other empires. The Dravens believed these defenses were unbreakable. Reeves stood on the bridge. His voice was cold. Anna was killed on alien soil, ignored by all. "Let this world be the warning. Earth does not forgive." The order was given. Earth's fleet unleashed its full wrath. Massive railguns cracked fortresses in half. Beams cut through planetary shields. Swarms of missiles rained down like fire. The strongest defenses in Draven history collapsed in less than an hour. The human fleet did not land, did not conquer. They left the world burning, its skies filled with the wreckage of its own defenses. It was not conquest. It was a message. Across the galaxy, silence spread. The empires that had mocked humanity now stared in disbelief. "If they can destroy the Dravens," whispered one alien leader, "what chance do we have?" Another shivered. "We thought humans were weak. We were fools." The balance of power in the galaxy was broken. As the fleet regrouped, Admiral Reeves looked at his officers. His face was hard, but his words carried across every ship. This was not revenge for one girl. This was justice for all humanity. "Let the galaxy remember, if you harm one of us, you face us all." His officers saluted, their voices one. For Earth. The fleet turned, engines burning as they left the ruined system behind, but the message had already traveled faster than them. The galaxy would never forget this day, the day Earth's wrath was unleashed. The smoke of war still drifted across the stars. The Draven stronghold burned, its fleets shattered, its proud defenses nothing but wreckage floating in space. Humanity did not stay to celebrate. They did not carve statues or demand surrender. They simply left the ruins behind, their message written in fire. The galaxy trembled. On alien worlds, silence filled council chambers. Leaders who once mocked humans now sat pale and fearful. Holograms showed the burning Draven fleets, the unstoppable human warships, and the black shadow of the Resolute leading them all. One alien senator whispered, "They destroyed the Draven's strongest system." In a single strike. Another shook his head. No, not destroyed, punished. They did not conquer. They only gave a warning. And that, more than anything, made the galaxy afraid. Across human colonies, people stood taller. On Mars, children painted stars with the words, "Never again." On Luna, soldiers raised Earth's flag beside Anna's image. On the far colonies, miners and workers sent messages to Earth. "We are ready. We are one." For the first time in history, humanity felt united. No colony was too far, no world too small. They were all human, and the galaxy now knew what that meant. In the halls of the United Earth Council, President Ilara Morgan spoke to her people. Her words were broadcast across every screen, every ship, every colony. "My brothers and sisters," she began, her voice calm but filled with power. "The galaxy murdered one of our children. They ignored her death. They mocked us. They believed we would kneel." Her eyes hardened. "But we did not kneel. We rose. We showed them who we are." Cheers erupted across Earth, across Mars, across the colonies. She raised her hand, and the crowd fell silent again. This was not conquest. This was not revenge. This was justice. And let it be known across every star. If you touch one human, you will face us all. Her voice echoed like thunder. We are Earth. We are humanity. And we are no longer silent. In alien capitals, those words arrived like fire. Some races bowed their heads in respect. Others whispered in fear. A few even considered alliance, suddenly eager to stand beside humans instead of against them. The Dravens, broken and bleeding, swore vengeance. But deep inside they knew the truth. They had awoken something they could not control. Admiral Reeves stood once more on the bridge of the Resolute. Around him, the fleet was returning to hidden bases, engines glowing in the dark. His officers waited for orders. Reeves looked at the stars. Somewhere out there, Anna's killers still lived, but their empire was broken. The galaxy was changed. "Today," he said, "we taught them one lesson. Humanity will not be prey. Humanity will not be silent. From this day forward, they will remember us." His officers saluted. "For Anna," one whispered. Reeves nodded slowly. "For every human. For Earth." The galaxy was vast, full of ancient empires, endless wars, and countless races. But now a new force had risen. A force not of size, but of unity. Not of arrogance, but of wrath. The hidden fleet would return to its shadows, waiting, silent again. But the galaxy knew, and the galaxy would never forget. Somewhere among the stars, a warning spread. If you harm one human, you face all of Earth. And with those words, humanity stepped fully into galactic history. Not as victims, not as prey, but as warriors. The day a girl was murdered had shaken the stars. But the day Earth's hidden fleet rose had changed the galaxy forever.